Some of the fastest growing places in America right now are also where regret is growing the fastest. That sounds backward, right? But that's exactly what the data is showing. People are moving in waves, headlines are celebrating boom towns, and relocation videos make everything look like a dream. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, costs are exploding, services are straining, and a lot of newcomers are quietly asking themselves, did I just make a very expensive mistake? Welcome back to Mr. Globe TV, where we look past the glossy brochures and talk about what's actually happening on the ground. Today's video, the 10 worst states to move to right now, isn't about bashing places or stirring political drama. It's about timing, it's about math, and it's about the uncomfortable truth that a good move 5 or 10 years ago can be a terrible move right now. Rising insurance bills, housing costs that no longer match wages, infrastructure stretched to the breaking point, and population shifts that are quietly changing quality of life. These aren't opinions. They're trends, and they're measurable. Here's where it gets interesting. Some of the places on this list are still being marketed as hot, booming, and the future. And that's exactly why people keep walking into situations they didn't plan for. Like ordering a bargain meal and realizing the hidden fees cost more than the food. As this countdown unfolds, the reasons get more serious, the trade-offs get harder to justify, and the final entry? Let's just say it's not where most people expect. That one alone has sparked heated debates, mass relocations, and a lot of second thoughts. So stick with me till the end. If you're thinking about moving, or already have, this could save you time, money, and a whole lot of frustration. If you value honest breakdowns like this, hit like, subscribe to Mr. Globe TV, and let's get into it. Number 10. Louisiana. Louisiana is one of those states that wins your heart before it empties your wallet. The food is legendary, the music has soul, and the culture feels alive in a way few places can match. But when it comes to everyday living, the numbers paint a far less romantic picture, especially for people thinking about moving here right now. Crime is the first reality check. Louisiana consistently ranks among the highest in the nation for violent crime, with urban areas carrying much of the burden. For newcomers, this often translates into higher stress, higher security costs, and neighborhoods that demand careful research rather than blind optimism. Then there's the insurance situation, which has quietly turned into a full-blown meltdown. Multiple property insurers have exited the state, leaving homeowners stuck with fewer options and much higher premiums. In some cases, insurance costs feel less like protection and more like a second mortgage. Except this one never builds equity. Wages don't help much either. While living costs continue to rise, average incomes lag behind the national pace, making it harder for new residents to gain financial traction. Add in aging infrastructure, flood-prone areas, unreliable utilities, and roads that seem permanently under construction, and daily life can feel like a long list of small battles. Louisiana offers culture in abundance, but right now, for newcomers, it demands more financial resilience than many expect. Number 9. Mississippi. Mississippi often shows up on cheap places to live lists, and at first glance, the math seems friendly. Housing prices are low, rent looks manageable, and daily expenses don't immediately trigger sticker shock. But spend a little time here and you realize the affordability comes with fine print, and it's written in small, stubborn numbers. Wages in Mississippi are among the lowest in the country, and job mobility is limited. Finding work is one thing. Finding work that actually pays well and offers growth is another. Many industries that support higher incomes simply haven't arrived, which keeps the economic ceiling uncomfortably low. You can stay afloat, yes, but climbing the ladder often feels like trying to sprint in wet sand. Healthcare access adds another layer of difficulty. Mississippi consistently ranks near the bottom nationally, and in rural areas, options can be scarce or far away. That means longer drives, fewer specialists, and limited choices when it matters most. Education trends follow a similar pattern. Schools regularly rank near the bottom, affecting workforce readiness and long-term opportunity. Over time, this feeds back into the slow pace of economic development, creating a loop that's hard to break. Mississippi isn't impossible to live in. It's just unforgiving if you're aiming higher. For newcomers hoping to build momentum, the road upward can feel frustratingly flat. Number 8. New Mexico. New Mexico has a way of pulling people in. The landscapes are dramatic, the skies feel endless, and the culture blends history and creativity in a way that's genuinely unique. It looks like a place where life should slow down and make sense. But once the honeymoon fades, many newcomers realize the postcard didn't include the footnotes. Property crime is one of the biggest shockers. New Mexico consistently ranks among the highest in the nation for property-related offenses, which affects everything from peace of mind to insurance costs. It's the kind of issue that turns simple routines into cautious calculations. Lock this, secure that, hope for the best. Economically, momentum is hard to find. Job growth trails the national average, with most stability concentrated in government roles and the energy sector. Outside of those lanes, opportunities thin out quickly. Add in a poverty rate that remains stubbornly high, and the local economy often feels like it's running in place rather than moving forward. Infrastructure tells a similar story. Vast rural distances stretch public services thin, meaning slower response times, limited healthcare access, and aging roads that seem to age faster than the scenery. New Mexico is beautiful, no doubt. But for many who move here expecting simplicity and opportunity, the daily reality can feel far less inspiring than the view suggests. Number 7. West Virginia. West Virginia is breathtaking in the way a history book can be. Beautiful, meaningful, and quietly stuck in time. The mountains are stunning, the small towns feel close-knit, and life moves at a slower pace. But that slower pace isn't always a lifestyle choice. Often, it's the result of opportunity packing its bags and leaving early. One of the clearest warning signs is the age of the population. West Virginia has one of the oldest populations in the country, largely because younger residents are moving out in search of better jobs and broader opportunities. When the people most likely to start businesses and raise families leave, momentum leaves with them. Employment options reflect that reality. Jobs are limited and heavily tied to a few industries that have been shrinking for years. If you don't fit neatly into those lanes, finding stable, well-paying work can feel like waiting for a train that no longer runs on schedule. Healthcare adds another layer of challenge. In rural, mountainous regions, access can be limited, requiring long drives for basic care. As population declines, the dominoes fall. Fewer services, fewer businesses, fewer conveniences, and even fewer reasons for newcomers to stay. Moving to West Virginia today often means accepting stagnation as part of the deal. Peaceful, scenic, but economically frozen in place. Number 6. Illinois. Illinois is a state of contrasts. On one hand, it's home to one of the most powerful cities in America. On the other, it's been quietly losing people for years, especially middle-income families who've decided the numbers just don't add up anymore. Population decline has become a long-running trend, and it's not random. Many of the people leaving are working households who feel squeezed from both sides, incomes that aren't rising fast enough, and expenses that refuse to slow down. Property taxes are a major pressure point. Illinois consistently ranks among the highest in the nation, turning homeownership into a recurring stress test instead of a financial milestone. Behind the scenes, pension obligations continue to weigh heavily on the state budget. That strain limits flexibility, crowds out spending elsewhere, and keeps future taxpayers guessing what the next adjustment will look like. It's not exactly comforting math for anyone thinking long-term. Chicago still carries enormous economic weight, and for some, it offers opportunity that's hard to match. But outside the metro area, momentum fades quickly. Many communities are dealing with shrinking tax bases, fewer services, and slower growth. For families considering a move, Illinois can feel like paying premium prices for uncertainty, and hoping stability shows up later. If you've made it this far, thank you for watching and sticking through the countdown. That tells me you care about making smart decisions, not just chasing hype or headlines. And honestly, that already puts you ahead of most people planning a move right now. We're halfway through, and from here on out, the reasons get heavier, the trade-offs get sharper, and the surprises get bigger. The next entries aren't just inconvenient, they're the kind of places where timing, costs, and long-term stability really start to clash. So if this breakdown has been helpful so far, hit that like button. It helps this video reach more people who might need it. Subscribe to Mr. Globe TV for honest, data-driven insights on where America is heading, not just where it's been. And drop a comment below. Which one on the list surprised you the most so far? Alright, let's get back to the countdown. Number 5, California. California still knows how to sell the dream. Beaches, mountains, tech money, sunshine. It all sounds like a lifestyle upgrade. And in many ways, it is. The problem is that the price tag attached to that lifestyle has drifted so far from reality that even recent market corrections barely make a dent. Housing remains the biggest obstacle. Prices have cooled slightly in some areas, but cooled in California often just means still painfully expensive. For many newcomers, buying a home feels less like a goal and more like a long-term fantasy with a very high monthly reminder attached. Insurance has quietly become another pressure point. Wildfire risk has pushed major insurers to pull back or stop writing new policies altogether, leaving homeowners with fewer options and higher premiums. Add in high state taxes and utility bills that seem to climb with the seasons, and everyday expenses start stacking up fast. What makes this especially telling is that many residents still love California. The weather, the culture, the energy. Yet a growing number are relocating, not out of anger, but out of arithmetic. They're taking their California income or experience and looking for places where it stretches further. California isn't collapsing, it's just become exclusive, and for most movers, the door quietly closed. Number 4. New York. New York runs on ambition. It always has. The state still offers opportunity, influence, and energy that few places can match. But for people thinking about moving here right now, the price of admission has become a serious reality check, especially once the excitement wears off. Housing costs are the most obvious hurdle. Downstate prices rank among the highest in the nation, whether you're renting or buying. Even modest spaces often come with premium price tags, turning square footage into a luxury item. For many newcomers, the math stops working long before the lease is signed. Taxes only add to the pressure. Retirees and remote workers, who theoretically have more freedom to choose where they live, are increasingly choosing to leave. The cost of staying simply outweighs the benefits for many, especially when lower tax alternatives offer similar lifestyles with fewer financial headaches. Infrastructure tells another story. Much of it is aging faster than it's being repaired, leading to daily frustrations that feel out of sync with the cost of living. Upstate regions struggle economically, while downstate areas wrestle with affordability, creating a state split between too little opportunity and too much expense. New York still opens doors. Just fewer people believe the price is worth paying anymore. Number 3. Alaska. Alaska has a way of stirring the imagination. Wide open wilderness, dramatic landscapes, and the promise of freedom far from the noise of the lower 48. But living in Alaska isn't just a change of scenery, it's a full lifestyle commitment, and the costs go far beyond the price of admission. Everyday expenses hit hard. Alaska consistently ranks among the most expensive states in the country, especially for food and utilities. When groceries and heating become premium items, budgeting turns into a survival skill rather than a financial plan. What looks manageable on paper can feel relentless in practice. Job opportunities add another layer of difficulty. The economy lacks diversity, which means changing careers or finding backup options isn't easy. If your industry slows down, flexibility is limited, and options can be separated by hundreds of miles rather than a quick commute. Then there's the isolation. Long, dark winters and geographic distance can weigh heavily on mental health, especially for newcomers who underestimate how different life feels when the nearest major city is a flight away. Healthcare reflects that reality too. Specialized care often requires long-distance travel, adding time, cost, and stress. Alaska can be deeply rewarding, but only for a very specific personality. Many movers discover too late that adventure comes with a serious price tag. Number 2. Hawaii. Hawaii has mastered the art of temptation. Ocean views, warm breezes, and a lifestyle that looks permanently vacation-ready. It's no surprise so many people arrive convinced they found paradise. The problem is that paradise comes with one of the highest price tags in America, and the bill never stops coming. Hawaii consistently ranks as the most expensive state to live in, and housing is the clearest example. Whether you're renting or buying, Prices are out of reach for many locals, and even more so for newcomers. What looks like a modest home often carries payments that feel more suited to luxury real estate. Daily expenses don't offer much relief. Food, utilities, and transportation costs are extreme, largely because so much has to be shipped in. Groceries can feel like specialty items, electricity bills climb fast, and getting around isn't cheap either. It's the kind of place where budgeting requires creativity and a strong tolerance for sticker shock. Wages rarely keep pace with these costs. Many jobs simply don't pay enough to support the lifestyle people imagine when they move here. That gap explains a familiar pattern. People arrive chasing paradise, then quietly leave chasing solvency. Hawaii is stunning, welcoming, and unforgettable, but for most movers, it's financially unforgiving. Number 1. Florida. Florida sits at the top of this list not because it's falling apart, but because the gap between expectation and reality has grown uncomfortably wide. For years, it's been sold as the easy-living, low-tax sunshine solution. And people listened, a little too enthusiastically. The biggest red flag right now is insurance. Florida is in the middle of a full-blown crisis, with home and auto premiums exploding across the state. Some residents have seen their insurance costs double or triple in just a few years, turning what looked like an affordable move into a monthly financial ambush. In certain areas, getting coverage at all has become an adventure sport. Rapid population growth hasn't helped. Roads are more crowded, healthcare systems are stretched thin, and infrastructure is struggling to keep up. What once felt relaxed now often feels congested, especially in the fastest-growing regions. Housing tells a similar story. Rent and home prices have surged far beyond wage growth, squeezing newcomers who assumed Florida would still be a bargain. Add flood risk and climate exposure into the mix, and those risks are no longer abstract. They show up as higher premiums, stricter requirements, and rising long-term costs. Florida isn't a bad state. It's vibrant, diverse, and still appealing. But moving here right now without running the numbers carefully can turn sunshine into sticker shock, fast. And that brings us to number 1, the end of the countdown. If you've stayed with me all the way through, thank you for watching and giving this video your time. These rankings aren't about hating places or tearing states down. They're about understanding timing. Costs rise, conditions change, and what worked for people 5 or 10 years ago doesn't always work anymore. Across this list, the pattern is clear. Rising expenses, strained infrastructure, shrinking opportunity, and financial trade-offs that many movers don't see until it's too late. Some of these states are still beautiful. Some still offer opportunity. But right now, the gap between expectations and reality is wider than ever. And that gap is where regret usually lives. If this breakdown helped you think differently about relocating, hit the like button. It really helps the channel grow. Subscribe to Mr. Globe TV for more honest, data-driven insights on where America is heading, not just where it's been. And now, I want to hear from you. Which state surprised you the most? Do you agree with number 1, or would you rank it differently? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.